This is Talk with Audrey. Welcome back. Four-time World Series champion, New York Yankees legend, Latin Grammy nominee Bernie Williams is best known for his performance as an all-star center fielder for the New York Yankees, but many of his fans are not aware of another very important role that he played, and that's as caregiver for his father, Bernabe, who battled idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. It's a rare and serious lung disease. Bernie has teamed up with Beringer Ingelheim to share his experience with ILD and to introduce us all to Tune In to Lung Health, a campaign to raise awareness for interstitial lung disease. Welcome.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Audrey.
Really appreciate you joining me. Tell us more, if you would, about your dad's illness and your experience of caring for someone with ILD.
Well, my dad passed away in 2001 from idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. This is one of 200 or so interstitial lung diseases that are out there, and it was so impactful in my life that I became sort of a champion, about raising awareness, for interstitial lung disease, and that sort of led me to partner with Beringer Ingelheim into this Tune Into Lung Health campaign to raise awareness about interstitial lung disease and to show how music and breathing can cope with the burdens of having these diseases, the depression and anxiety, and I think it's really important for people to know.
Absolutely. And how important was music to your family, Bernie?
Music was really important. My mom was an educator for 40 years in the public education system in Puerto Rico, where I grew up. My dad was a merchant marine and brought a guitar from Spain, where he was traveling from, and taught himself how to play guitar. So by the time that I was 7 or 8 years old, I started really getting very enthusiastic about learning guitar and learning music. Music was always present in the house, and it was a way of sort of distracting our minds and just enjoy it, play it, making music for ourselves and our family members and guest people that would come into the house. It was a great source of joy for my parents. I have a brother that also plays the cello, so it was a great thing, a great vehicle to have a great time and accounted for a lot of great memories in my childhood.
Wow. And you were able to use music once your father was diagnosed with ILD. How did you incorporate music into caring for him to help him feel better? Because that had to have been really tough.
It was tough to see him go through what he went through. He was very inspirational, and we found a great admiration for the way that he went about dealing with interstitial lung disease, and using music in many different levels, to play music to him, he really enjoyed it. To listen to music we were able to sort of distract ourselves, from the severity of the situation, have great music to soothe me from, my anxiety and the depression that I was feeling, and that he was feeling as well, dealing with, going through this journey. Music was a really, really important part of that.
And it's that connection that you had with your father through music that I'm sure strengthened that bond. Tell us more about Tune In to Lung Health and how people can get involved.
Tune In to Lung Health, like I said, is designed to raise awareness about interstitial lung disease. And these are about 200 of these, which idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis is one of them, but there's a whole lot of them. And a lot of the symptoms, it could be sort of misinterpreted. My dad spent about 5 years being misdiagnosed until he found the right diagnosis. And by the time he found that diagnosis, it was already too late. So I think it's very important for people to realize, that they're having this condition, and the earlier that is diagnosed, the better chances they have to have a better quality of life. So that's where Tuning to Lung Health comes into play. You try to get people educated about the different interstitial lung diseases. You try to get methods of dealing with the symptoms, utilizing music and breathing exercises to that effect. And tuning to lunghealth.com is where you can find a lot of those resources, educational. We got playlists, we got breathing exercises, and accounts from people that are suffering from these interstitial lung diseases.
And that website again, please?
tunintolunghealth.com.
Well, I've been speaking with four-time World Series champion New York Yankees legend and Latin Grammy nominee Bernie Williams. If you or someone you know has ILD, visit tunintolunghealth.com. Bernie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.